What's up, everyone? Welcome back to BoxminingAI. So this has been a crazy last week, and I want to get you guys up to speed with all the AI news that's been happening, so you're up to speed with what's going on, and you can move on fast. I just want to cover a little bit more about Claude Mythos. So starting this week, I think we still need to be aware of Claude Mythos. If you actually look at the model release, this is a pre-release article that someone saved it. This was rapidly deleted afterwards from their website. But I think one thing that, whilst we covered it, one thing that I really want to talk about is how strong it can be. You know it's strong when they start off with it's like, hey, we'll give you a head start for cybersecurity.
Yeah.
That's when you know, holy shit. They are realizing that this model is so powerful.
Yeah.
It can hack websites. It's not just for creating good, but it can probably, steal money, right? Because it's so good at analyzing potential flaws. It's good at analyzing it. It could be there. That's why they're giving people a head start. They're like, patch up holes because people will use it for, different things. So the TLDR about this is that Anthropic quite accidentally released news about this. Then the site got saved, which is what we get access to right now. So this is what they accidentally released, and then people saved up. And then this was covered by Fortune magazine. So it was pretty much confirmed by Anthropic. And yeah, it's going to be strong AF.
I noticed that there's a V1 Mythos and then V2 Capybara.
I think because they're changed the names. So the Mythos and the Capybara are the same thing.
Okay.
But one thing to really note here is that Mythos sits above Opus.
Yeah.
So this is not just an incremental update. It's not like, oh, let's go to Claude 4.7. It's not Claude anymore. Right? This is a new giant beast that's coming in. It sits above Opus. It's going to be even more expensive than Opus, probably significantly more. But the fact that they're giving people a head start to patch up this stuff and use Mythos potentially, so maybe cybersecurity firms to use Mythos beforehand, is really saying that this thing will be able to just hack into current systems if you're unaware.
Yeah, we're already getting to that point.
We're getting to that point. And it actually shows that it's probably very powerful by just how fast the Claude team is delivering. So they've delivered, this is what they shipped in 52 days. And we know that the Claude team, they have access to models early. They're probably using Mythos on the back end to develop new features. And that's why they're shipping so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch the latest interview with Dario, he's just saying, yeah, our team doesn't even code anymore. If you're coding our team, something's wrong. So all these features, it kind of confirm any features that's on Claude Code is very, very likely made by AI. It's made by Claude, right? And made by the next version of Claude. So that's very powerful. That being said, on the same topic as Anthropic quietly decreased the limits for everyone on their Claude plans. So if you're on a Claude plan, they actually don't tell you what you get from your limits, which is kind of sad and scary. But I'll show this to you guys very soon. I just connect up here. But it's kind of interesting because on Claude, when you go to your plan and you go to view settings and you go to usage, they don't really tell you how much you used.
Yeah.
Right. So people have been complaining that, hey, the same things that we've been doing. Can't do it anymore.
Yeah. It's unlike Minimax, I noticed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Let's just load up Minimax here. So Minimax and all of these Chinese models, that's surprising because the Chinese guys weren't initially known, for being more transparent.
Yeah.
But when you go to the Minimax plan, you see how many requests that you can do per 5 hours.
Yep.
But when you're on Claude, it's like,
very vague.
Yeah, it's very vague. It just you have no clue. It's just like, hey, here's your usage. So what people have noticed last week was that when they're doing the same things, the amount that they can do got cut. And then this was confirmed later by Anthropic and said they confirmed that the rate limits are cut. So there's two things that's going on, right? Obviously, Claude needs computing power. So any user that's using their compute power is one less compute power for training Mythos and getting Mythos ready. Yeah, so that's kind of what's happening in the background.
Correlated.
It's correlated. It's everything's related, right? So they're cutting back on this side. They can't take it anymore. I made a Chinese video about that. And yeah, that's kind of the current gist of things. I'll just show you a comment as well very quickly on what's happening. So we actually made a small Chinese channel. I thought we might as well see what the Chinese guys are thinking. So we actually made a Chinese channel here, and there was a very insightful comment. There was a researcher that was using Claude for their research, and he was saying that they just got destroyed. They just couldn't use it anymore. So even for the same amount of work, they just couldn't get to it anymore. So it was kind of interesting. So they also commented on a lack of transparency on that side, and yeah, it's Claude's fault or Mythos's fault. That being said, of course, the Chinese are coming up to save the day when it comes to coding, because we have a release of GLM 5.1. Have you tried it, Ron?
No, but I heard a lot of good things about it, and I did the previous tier list video 3 weeks ago, and I did put it in the D tier. But with the 5.1, where do we stand?
Okay, so they released this. So they released 5.1. It was released on Friday night. It was a very, very quick release. And let me just move my window here just one little bit so you guys can see what's more what's going on. But there was a huge improvement when it comes to coding and agentic tasks. So this is from the official website. That's what they have. And it's the Chinese. It's close to Opus. You know what Chinese are doing? They're saying, yeah, we're very close to Opus. They don't even show any other models here. They're just like, we're very close to Opus. But so we actually tested this out. I made a quick mini game with it. Let's just load this up here. I made this. This was a single prompt. This actually got featured on a few websites because it was just
really
single prompt mini game. There was one error, like the game didn't load at the start, and I told it was using Claude Code with GLM 5.1.
I see.
So you kind of know where the Chinese are at. They're not making their own versions of Claude Code. You don't see like a Z code or something like that.
Yeah.
But they're just saying, even on their official Twitter, just like, yeah, go use the Claude Code, go nuts. you know when Claude Code is good, when like their competitors are just like, you know what, we gave up on that.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Right? Just go use Claude Code. All right. Like we're not gonna make it better. We know how you're gonna use it anyways. We're not gonna bother. So this was made with Claude Code, but with the GLM 5.1 model. And yes, it does actually work quite well for coding tasks and also for agentic tasks as well. So this is actually quite interesting too. So there's something called WildBench. We covered this. Basically, Wild Cloud Bench is designed for actual real world use cases with agents, right? So this is kind of the tier list right now. Claude Opus sitting there at number 1, quickly followed by GPT 5.4, then Mimo, surprisingly. We'll talk about that in a sec as well.
Yep.
But so far, we don't have results for 5.1 yet. That being said, we did the tests ourselves, and we're trying. So far, all right, with our tests that are completed, it's getting actually quite good. So some of them are actually finishing with 60%, 90%. There are a few that were skipped, and I'll tell you why. It's because right now the servers are very, very congested for GLM 5.1. So it's something that you should follow up later on this week. During the whole weekend, it was hard to use. It was a nightmare. Like basically, I made the game, and after I made the game, it was impossible to use GLM 5.1 because of just how many people were overloading the server. We noticed both this on the international side and on the China side. I made a video about this in China, and they're also complaining that like, dude, bro, why make a video for a model that we can't use? It's like all right, like it's exploded. The servers are gone. So this is why the tests haven't finished even after 2 days of running this. But that being said, we're gonna follow up on it so far. But so far, it's 36%. So we'll see. GLM was at 33, so it might actually move up here because just because of just some incomplete tests and with API issues and all that, it actually might even move to 40% and beat out Xiaomi MiMo.
Currently still inconclusive because of the rate limits.
Yes. So right now it's actually quite interesting. Like if you see us on the Z, let's hope I don't reveal any API keys here. But on Z.ai, the official website, you can go to their API. You can sign up for the coding plan, which is something that I bought. It's actually relatively cheap because it's $10 per month, cheaper than Claude. And I love how they're doing marketing. They're like, oh, this coding plan has 3 extra usage of Claude Pro. They're not even referencing themselves.
Their model.
They're not referencing their older models. They're not referencing anything else but Claude Code. I love the Chinese. They are extremely vocal about who they are fighting against. There we go. But anyway, so on the light plan, which I subscribed to like very late last night, actually to Friday night, so it's good. But if you look at the API key usage, I'm not going to copy my key here, but continue, please. Just let me show something. Okay. Let me just go here. The website loads okay. I'm not gonna complain. Rate limits. So right now we're using this quite extensively, and then billing and subscription. Let's see, usage. There we go. We used 100% recently, so you can get there. But throughout this whole week, we were trying, but we weren't getting any results. That's why it was just the server was like clogged up as AF. But anyways, we'll show you guys the results. The last bit of news we want to cover is the rise of Hermes.
Yes.
Hermes agent. This agent has been taking the internet by storm. The number of stars, and actually the use, it's not just about the stars, all right? It's got 17K stars right now on GitHub. But this is becoming the alternative to OpenClaw.
Some might say the better
OpenClaw.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, I would actually say, so we actually did a test. We actually did the test quite extensively recently. So let me just show you guys a little bit without doxing everything. Let me just show you guys here. So it's rather interesting in the sense that, can I zoom in? Do you know how to zoom in? Open. Oh, there we go. Okay. So Hermes agent, what we did is we migrated our old Stark agent over. And it's much more vocal about what it's doing. So first and foremost, I just love the flow. It tells me what it's trying to do, what it went for, what went wrong, what went bad, and it was much more vocal, even though it was on the same memory. So it was the same memory, it was the same guy moving over, but running on Hermes. But Hermes has another additional feature that's good. So around every 15 prompts, it kind of improves itself.
That's something that was lacking in OpenClaw.
Yeah. Like the way OpenClaw memory, like we made like 3 videos on OpenClaw, actually not 3, probably like 8 videos on OpenClaw memory. But Hermes has a different memory system, and it also remembers more about how you like things to be done. But the way it saves it is much better. And I've noticed that it actually deleted some memories too. So here it's like it deleted some memories, and it tells me how much context I'm using. So yeah, the experience so far has been really good. So we're going to do a lot more videos on Hermes. I think this is, like, the way I view this is that if you're rich enough to pay for Claude Code, go for it, right? If you're rich enough and you want to pay for a Claude Code Max plan and you want the maximum intelligence possible, but have no transparency into what's happening, fine, go for a Claude Code, right? Yeah. It's the state of the art. There's no doubt about that. But for the rest of us with not as much money, that doesn't have $200 per month and doesn't want to get disrespected by Anthropic, bring your own model to Hermes. So yeah, that's kind of the take on how everything is going so far. We'll do more tests. Both MiMo and GLM 5.1 are the ones that we're focusing on this week. It seems to be like the new contenders. And this week, what we're watching out for is also DeepSeek. DeepSeek hasn't released anything this year. Everyone's like asking me, why don't you talk about DeepSeek? Well, they haven't done anything for the past year, for this year, right? So past like 3 months, they haven't done anything. They just published a few papers. So after they're done doing their academic, journey,
they have protocols to follow.
So after that, we'll get to work. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching our news update. This is our new style. I thought a news update would be really useful for us, for you guys. So comment down below if you guys are interested in more news updates like this. And with that, guys, thank you so much for watching.
And let us know if you like no color or with color.
Yeah. We tried no color over the weekend. It was really useful.
So, it was.
I don't know. All right. Tell us if you guys like no color or color. Leave a comment down below. See you guys next time. Peace.